Okay, guys, so God's silence is not absence, or it doesn't mean absence. Think about it. You, if you're questioning someone's silence, is because the person is there. You understand? A dead man cannot speak. You understand? So which ultimately points to like it signifies presence, though silent. You understand? It's only someone that is present that can be silent. You don't tell the wind, why aren't you speaking to me? Because you understand, you don't be telling maybe your mom or your dad like, why aren't you speaking to me, when the person is obviously not anywhere around you. You're not talking to the person. You understand? You can't tell. So it's silence comes from a person is silent because when they are present. The silence of God is not the absence of God. Just like the absence of the sun shining is not the absence of it completely, entirely. So sometimes God is silent because He wants to, sometimes, it's just best, you understand? Um, Sometimes He wants you to grow into it, to like silence and like figure out what's actually wrong. It helps you in silence, you understand? He might not speak, or something. He just wants you to grow into like know what's going on. You understand? Not because you are wicked, not because he's angry with you, but he wants you to come to that consciousness, where conscious knowledge of what's happening with you. Come to that point where you are completely honest with your thoughts and your feelings, like why you actually feel this way. He doesn't want you to be passive about your feelings. He wants you to be active about them. Like know why you're actually feeling what you're feeling. Like, you understand? Eventually, he will speak. He will speak if you ask him. You understand? But sometimes his silence is not judgment. It's not him judging you or being angry. That might just, even if he's not speaking, your heart might just be like you're not really in a state of, because of external opinions and all that. Like it's external. You understand? You're thinking about people, what people say, like how your things external, like outside you, like how they relate to you. God is a very present help in time of trouble, and He has promised to never leave us, neither will He forsake us. Rather than be discouraged, or like maybe you feel you're not hearing God as much as often as you'd like, you're not hearing Him. You feel, think about the times when like it was God. You understand? God was present, a help in time of trouble. And He's not just in time of trouble, He's always present and ever present. Like there was a time I was in the police station, and a troublesome neighbor invited a police to arrest me, or you understand? So they kind of used force. This police officer that came was so arrogant, you understand? She said that I was videoing her and blah blah blah. She's very so before I went, I had like hidden some videos. I wasn't videoing her. She was just trying to cause trouble, just trying to get evidence, you understand? And then there was a time that even her son, who doesn't know God, like was challenging me as though he could fight me one-on-one. So it was literally, she was, what's its time, she kind of like washed herself, not me, you understand? So I'm like, you are trying to insult me, and look at the way your son looks. So I was trying to get evidence for that too, and like, to show it to someone, you understand? So, not because, you understand? So I was in the police station, and then there was this video that I videoed. The woman complained about how I was rinsing my leg in front of their store. They already kept like made enmity with me, and while they wash plates, they do all sorts of things at front of their store, and general tap was in front of their store, a bit of a distance. So I videoed the place, and I was trying to show one of my friend like, look at the difference between a store and the tap. And just because I was rinsing my leg, this woman tried to make a whole, make a mountain out of a molehill. You understand? But yet, and then I was now videoing the place. The next one, when I saw them washing, washing under that same tap, you understand? And yet, you understand? Complain. So, there was a time the arrogant police officer was standing before, I think I don't know, is it CW? I don't know, I've forgotten, DCO, something like that. He asked me, the arrogant police officer that came to take him to the station, was just trying to prove himself, trying to do like, you understand, stubborn and arrogant. Pride. Like, he took my phone, and then at this point he was trying to do like it's not for anybody, it's impartial and everything. And I was just there, I was just speaking in tongues. The woman was giving a testimony. I said I was not videoing anybody, or that day rather, I didn't video anybody. You understand? And I just, so I was just trying to get evidence. So I mean, I hit all the videos except that one. I'd forgotten like I forgot to hide that one. So the guy was looking at my videos, went to my gallery, didn't see anything. So I was just speaking in tongues, and just left for him to open a chat. He just gave me back my phone. Just left for him to open that tab, like that chat with him. As I saw the name, like he would have seen something to incriminate me, like something to like support the woman's testament. Like, you understand that I was videoing her, like even though there was I wasn't really videoing anybody. So I just trying to show my friend the distance, like a good distance between the tap and a store, while complaining about how the woman was just so troublesome. Just left for him to just. He didn't go to that point. He didn't open our chat. He checked the chat with my mom and all that, and I think I deleted the video. Understand? So just left for him to. So just left. If he had checked the next, and that it would have been, but he stopped right there and then, and there was no evidence. God vindicated me. So that was an evidence of God speaking tongues. You understand? So don't like forget not his benefits. Like meditate on, think about those times when you know God was present, like or not when you visibly like literally knew there was evidence. You understand? So he's with you, and he's promised that he will never leave us nor forsake us. His silence ultimately means his presence,